in 1997, a parent came in parent-teacher night and said to me, "How can you justify this letter grade that you gave my son? He gets A's on his tests. Why doesn't he get A's on his report card?" And I thought to myself, I better have an answer. A learning map helps me show parents not only what the outcomes are, those big ideas that we're working towards in learning, they also help me show the parents what the evidence is that I've collected for each student. And some are tests, some are performances, some are observations, some will be rubrics. It's not just a single item assessment that we use for letter grades. The parent also could see with the learning map that there were many aspects of learning that cannot be tested. For example, in English language arts, we look at collaboration and oral discussion, and a test just won't work for that. So for this parent, he walked away knowing, because his real purpose in asking that question was, how do I help my son? And I could point out those areas where his son was doing very well, and others where he needed to improve and what he could do to improve. It wasn't in the area of test writing, he had that down pat. It was in some other areas that he had to focus on.
There's two main purposes for using a learning map. Number one, we use a learning map to arrive at a letter grade, a summary letter grade. The second purpose is that students get to see the description of the learning that underlies each letter grade. They get a chance to see where they've done well, they get a chance to see what they still need to improve, and they start to see that the whole notion about letter grades is within their control. That they start to see connections between what we do in the classroom and the letter grade, rather than, me pulling a letter grade out of my head and going, you get a B. So they get to see that. So those are two really important purposes for using learning maps.